habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get it.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in... And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 1st and 10. Joe Burrow. Harris has it over the middle.
Burrow's pass.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Harris. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after one. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Patriots take over. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller, 81 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
There on the coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Short throw to Disley. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
Now, this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
The kick is
so simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
at their own 32-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. The try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we now proceed to the start of the second half. Number 2, the Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Austin Eckler with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
6. First down, Cincinnati.
First down, here's Burrow.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Once more, here's Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll set up a throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing lane. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots continue to roll. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
Burrow on the keeper. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New England defense gearing up to take the field. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field. But when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pass.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back to throw here. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6.